Oh, good. The right camera came up. I was getting worried. Hello, everyone. How are you? And I just noticed looking on the screen, I'm wearing the same shirt as last week. No, I haven't been in it all week. I don't know what the deal is with me wearing my Libertarian Party shirt on Sundays. But I want to know what it is. Laundry is about once a week, and I don't feel like putting it away, so I just grab something out of the basket. And there it is. It's in the basket. JJ, I promoted you, so you can zap people. Do not abuse your powers. All right, so I've got my notes, but I wanted to go backwards to some things from last week. Okay, because I promised you all that I would watch the super geeky shows, because this isn't one of those. I'm not going to get into like all the like tripped out stuff, but I watched the other shows to see if there's any nuggets that I can impart. And I'm telling you, there weren't hardly any nuggets to impart. There were people making, I don't know how you zap stuff. I think there's like 3 dots next to people's names that if you hit that, it pulls up a box and you can like remove their ass, I think. It took me a while to figure out how to promote you. I did that a few minutes before the show. So I watched the geeky shows. And oh my God, they were like, so there's these shows that are like titled The Secrets that, or the Easter eggs, or whatever you missed in season 1, episode 1. And I'm watching this going, really? I didn't even mention that stuff because it was so freaking obvious to me that I didn't. Oh, it's a spoiler show. It's major spoilers. I should give an alert. These are major spoilers. I watch the show and then I come here and tell you what I liked and didn't like and guesses and whatever. And right now, though, I'm still talking about last week. So they'd go, oh, major foreshadowing you might have missed. King Viserys got cut when he sat on the Iron Throne, so that means the Iron Throne is rejecting him. I'm like, that's supposed to be subtle? That's supposed to be major foreshadowing we may have missed? If you missed that, you're a dumbass. Come on. They couldn't have shoved it in your face more than if they put a neon sign over his blonde ass head saying, look, the Iron Throne is rejecting me. So, no, there weren't yet any major secrets or spoilers. That's not to say I didn't enjoy episode 1. I did. But it wasn't subtle, okay? It wasn't subtle. Episode 2. Now we're getting to the major spoilers, Tyler. I have to tell you, I didn't like it as much. I'm not going to say I hated it, but so far, this series is nowhere near living up to how great the first season was of Game of Thrones. Now, it was good, but there were some cringe. It was about 80-20. 80% good, 20% cringe. So we're going to go through the good, the bad, and the ugly, but I'm not going to promise you some highbrow, oh, I saw Tyrion lurking behind the statue, and did you catch that? You know, this isn't that kind of show. This is just a basic shooting the shit at the water cooler type of show. All right. So, they got an opening sequence, which is nice. And they did the whole, like camera panning around, kind of like the opening sequence of Game of Thrones, but not as good. The opening sequence, animation, CGI, whatever the hell it is, it was tried too hard. And it was boring. But it started out like with these streams of blood, which at first I'm like, okay, this could be good. And then I was like, I was underwhelmed. But I was happy they have an opening sequence. What I wasn't happy with is they don't have new theme music. They're reusing the same theme music. Now, I understand it being related theme music, but you should have at least altered it some way to have it a variation on a theme. But it was the exact same theme music. No, come on. How much money did you put into this show? Really? Because you did so much better on other things. Like Harrenhal is fantastic. Like the sets are way better. but you couldn't put some variation in the theme song music. They did that in the original Game of Thrones. Like, if you remember, I don't remember the name of the episode, but when Cersei blew up the Sept with wildfire, that weird ass variation on the theme they put behind it with the little boys choir singing the, oh, I mean, that was so good. That composer is so talented. They just must not have wanted to do it, because it's not that guy couldn't do it. I watched an interview with him. He is phenomenal, and I was so looking forward to them having him come up with a new but related theme song, and so far, nope. No. I'm disappointed. Okay, that's probably the first thing on my notes. I didn't even look at my notes yet. Wayne's just like laughing at me while I'm watching. I'm like, okay. Yeah, it is. All right. And I wrote down the two names I keep screwing up. Between the older blonde lady and the younger blonde lady, the queen who never was and the chick who wants to be queen. Didn't I write down their... I thought I wrote down their names. So Rhaenyra, right? Rhaenyra is the younger girl, and Rhaenyra is the older lady, I think. Let's just call them Rainy the Younger and Rainy the Elder, because I can never figure it out. These names are just too meh. All right. So, with Rainy the Younger, there was far... Like, if I had to put my criticism of this episode just in one sentence, it would be try too hard. So they tried too hard to make her like girl power, you know? And I can't take that shit. Like, when it's so in your face that you just got to be, all right, she's a strong... No, when you gotta force it like you did in the show, you don't make the female character look strong. It makes it look like you gotta force it. You never had to force it with Cersei. Like, she carried things on her own. Like, forcing things in the show, it's just not doing it for me. So, like, that whole scene where she's picking out the knights... Oh, that was so try hard. It's like, and the interruption. Oh, no. But there were some good, like, oh, goddamn moments, you know. We'll get into those. But I'm going to do all the criticisms first, and then we'll do the good parts. So there were multiple try hard scenes with Rennie the Younger. But the scene between her and Rainy the Elder, and now I'm getting into the good ones. I'm still doing the shitty ones, right? Yep. Okay. All right. There was this one when she flew over to Dragonstone to confront Daemon. After that scene was over, I looked over at Wayne and I'm like, I gotta tell you, I thought what we just saw was stupid as shit. And he's like, yeah, And the acting was so bad. So the confrontation between Rainy and her uncle, Daemon, it was so strained, but they had to make her out to be the badass. Like, I'm like, really? No. It didn't do it for me. It was just dumb. It was try hard. No. Okay. But that was the worst part of the show, was that confrontation scene. That was dumb as hell. And if I watch shows this upcoming week that say how good that part was and what a badass she was, I'm going to be like, really? Oh, really? Oh, do I have my really sound effect? Do I have it? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, really? No. No. I need to drink some more. I haven't been drinking nearly enough on this stream. Look, it's still almost a full glass. That's a crime. I need to drink and say things. Okay. Alrighty. Now, if you remember, on the show I did last week, I said there was going to be some kind of social justice warrior type who was going to be like, they made the white people genes superior because even like the black people have blonde hair, and when they intermarry, the kids are still lily white. So they showed a child of the sea snake and Rainey the Elder, and she did look like she looked interracial. But okay, so yeah, that will appease them somewhat. What an adorable little kid too. But gross. Not her. She was cute. She was cute as a button. The father was trying to arrange marriage. The girl was 12. But she says to the king, oh yeah, but I won't have to bed you till I'm 14. It's like, ew. Ah! No. Hell no. Oh God, I need to drink. He was skeeved out by it too. There was no way he was going to be marrying that child. And he ended up not. Okay? But that, okay, so that was a good twist. The whole manipulations between, now that the king's wife's died, they got to get him married again. And Rainey the Younger is encouraging him because she's still ass mad about getting confronted by Rainey the Elder. So let's go, before we even get into the child bride. So they're up on, the little balcony area there, and Rainey the Elder, who never got to be queen, she's jealous of the younger one. And she's all, bitch. That was good. That cat fight, that was believable. That scene was good. You men ever want to know how women act towards each other? That's how they act toward each other. That catty bitch scene was perfect. It was perfect. So the older woman's like, I don't think what she said, you understand how things are, or the way of things, and it was really, really good. And one of the things, because she was watching her father walking along with this child, and the Rainey the Elder's the mother of the baby, okay? And so the older lady is like, yeah, but the king, JJ, is like near 60, I think, with a 12-year-old. Ew. But oh my God, this little girl was so adorable. I mean, I know it was a wig on her, but they had this long, and they made it curly, again, to appease the social justice warriors. Like, they have dragons. Genetics don't really matter, like, get over it. But anyway, adorable. But so the older lady's like, that bothers you, doesn't it? And just needling her. I don't think you understand the way of things, or however she worded it. So in order to prove that she was the big bad ready to be queen, 15-year-old, the daughter's 15, is all like encouraging her dad. I understand you have to take another wife, because she thought it was going to be the little girl playing with dolls. So later on, because it turned out someone else was manipulating, and Rainey's best friend, Allison, was meanwhile reeling in the king. She had her hooks in him, and she's reeling him in. And of course, Rainey didn't know that. Then when the king announces he's marrying her best friend, she storms off in a little baby tantrum. That was good. That was realistic. I want to know how that's gonna pan out. If those two teenagers end up like fighting in the hallway and pulling hair, that will be realistic. Girl fight. They'll be biting. They'll be, you bitch! And they'll be hair pulling. That's what I want to see. I'm definitely, when I upload this on YouTube, I'm not getting monetized. I want to see the hair pulling, spitting, biting, Alicent, you slut! That's what I want to see. Anyone else want to see that? That's what I want to see. So that scene was good. That scene was really good. And the one I'm making up in my mind is even better. This is why I am not a writer for these shows. But the end I did like. I liked the cliffhanger at the end. When the sea snake, is it Lord Corollas? Those names, I never can get them. That's why I have nicknames for them all. Is sitting there, and you know, they don't show who he's talking to, and he's talking his treasonous shit, and then, you know, the camera pans over and it's Daemon, the scorned brother of the king who got passed over for the 15-year-old who's gonna be the heir when it was supposed to be the brother because he's got the penis and she doesn't have the penis. It's penis wars. So yeah. That was good, with those two plotting behind the king's back. Now, the king should have known damn well that the father set up Alicent to be like getting her hooks in him, and he should have known damn well you don't marry your daughter's best friend. Dude, uncool. Okay, I know it's just as uncool to marry the 12-year-old, but maybe find somebody else, you know. The best friend is only like 15, 16 too, so, but, you know. But the sets are wonderful. I loved the sept when they had those two little... when they had the two teenagers praying with the candle wax. I keep talking about the candle wax each time, but it's fantastic. The drippity drip, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. So just some other little minor details. This is going to be a short show because I told you, these are just little my thoughts. And if I come up with more tidbits during the week by watching some of the fiends who will like pick apart every detail, I'll share the stuff I find interesting with you. But let me see here. Okay, the dragons. Let's talk about the dragons for a sec. And this made me have like a derp moment when it came to just the regular Game of Thrones. So what's different in this one that you'll notice right away is that the Targaryens in this one put a saddle on the thing. Well, that makes a whole lot more sense. Why didn't Daenerys think of that? Why didn't anyone who was advising Daenerys think of that? Why didn't Tyrion, who designed a saddle for Bran when he became crippled so he would still be able to ride a horse, think of that? Tyrion designed a saddle. You don't think you could have thought of that in some way rather than have her just hold on to a spike? But anyway, they have saddles. They have dragon saddles. Smart. And I also liked, I don't know these dragon names. If I can't remember the people names, I ain't gonna remember the dragon names, okay? So, Daemon's dragon, the red one, Syraxes, something like that, whatever. The red one. In the book, his dragon is described as like malformed in a bit, and they were faithful to that in the show. But didn't do it so obviously it was in your face, but you know, the first time you see that red one, you're like, is that bad CGI? Like there's something off. And then maybe if you didn't read the book, maybe it'll come up in dialogue somewhere. You don't realize it's intentional. But his dragon has like a super long neck. Like a really wormy neck compared to the other dragons. So it does look weird in the CGI because he's all, you know, Oh, somebody asked me if I sped up Bunchy. Bunchy does look sped up, doesn't he, down there? I didn't speed him up, but look at him. He's on crack. I didn't speed Bunchy up. What's Bunchy doing? JJ, did you do that? What the hell's going on with him? I might need to re-upload that graphic because I did not do that. I like him when he's, you know? What happened to Bunchy? Bunchy is on the Bunchy is on the meth. I sent that short video, JJ, to so many people, and I'm like, me reading the Southern Poverty Law Center. Oh, now that's bothering me. I need to fix Bunchy. I do have, I need to get that sound as a sound effect. I'm gonna do that. Mike Seebeck's gonna be like, yeah. That is Bunchy visited New Mexico. This is Bunchy leaving New Mexico. New Mexico and Idaho, he's like, let me get the fuck out of here. Yeah, somebody texted me the other day and said, did you speed up Bunchy? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Now I see. Oh boy, that's very distracting. Okay, so the red one has got the long squirrely neck. That I thought was good too. That was good attention to details. Oh, I forgot to mention one other thing I didn't like. The lady, I can't remember her name. I already told you this in the show. Fuck the names. So, some of the names I remember, obviously. So, Damon, with the second wife he wants to take, the prostitute lady, that conversation they had in Dragonstone was the second cringiest thing. And I'm going to feel real bad if that is the actress's native accent, but there is no way that is the actress's native accent. What the hell was that? It sounded like somebody in a bar trying to do an accent of Shay from the original Game of Thrones. It was awful. It was like me trying to do a Russian accent. You all have heard me trying to do a Russian accent. It's painful. She was worse. Are they trying to, like, insinuate that she's from... Where was Shay from? I forgot. Where was Shay from? I had it right in my head earlier today when Tyrion said he was gonna send her back. I can't remember where she was from. Wherever she was from, though. Are they trying to make this dark-haired prostitute? Like, is this a callback or a call forward? What? Are all the dark-haired women with weird accents prostitutes? Like, I don't get... She was from Volantis, wasn't she? Was she from Volantis? Where am I getting that from? Nobody here knows. All right. I think she was from Volantis. Where was... Crap, I'm forgetting another name. The lady who got her head chopped off. Daenerys's, the translator lady. What the hell was her name again? Oh my God. How am I forgetting all this? What is that lady's name? The black lady with the really cool hair. That was the translator. That was the slave that Daenerys freed. Missandei. Where was she from? I forgot where she was from, too. She wasn't from Volantis. Well, I'm never going to remember in this anyway. It's going to drive me crazy, though, until I do remember. So, yeah, that's the other thing I didn't like. And I guess that's pretty much all I have to say. It's got interesting at the end, but I don't think this episode was as good as the first one. And I don't think either of them touched anything from the first couple of seasons of Game of Thrones. Where the heck is Missandei from? I've got to look that up because this is going to drive me freaking crazy. Okay, Shay, I'm pretty sure is from Volantis. Where was Shay from? Where was Shay from in Game of Thrones? It says she has a Lorathi accent. Oh, she's from the free city of Lorath? Then where'd I get Volantis from? Okay, so where? Narth. Missandei of Narth, right? Did I just remember it? Where was Missandei born? Okay. Narth. I remembered it. Oh my God, I can't believe that. I'm not as old as I thought I was. All right, yeah, Missandei of Narth. Why did I think Shay was from Volantis? Oh, is that where the red woman was from? Forget it. Who cares? All right. Let me just finish this drink. I'm going to see if anyone else has anything else. And then, if not, I got to go finish minutes. I got a bunch of shit to do. It's not even funny. I got to finish minutes. I'm supposed to be making a OneNote notebook of all the committee applications, but I don't think that's happening tonight. I said I'd try to do it this weekend. Try. I know Yoda says you either do or you do not. There is no try. I said I would try. Bitch. All right, well, that is it. If I keep drinking, I will not finish the minutes, and I have to finish the minutes because I promised I'd finish the minutes. It wasn't a try. All right, everyone, I hope you have an awesome night. I do not know if there'll be a show tomorrow. I think there will be, but I have a policy manual committee, and that might take a while, and I might have shit to do. So next week's going to be rough. We got an LNC meeting on Thursday. I have a Historical Preservation Committee meeting on Tuesday. I have a Colorado Convention Committee meeting on Tuesday. I've got a Policy Manual meeting on Monday. What do I have on Wednesday? I've got to have something on Wednesday. There's no way Wednesday is free. But I also do need to finish the LP News for September. So there'll probably be history shows up through the 1st. We shall see. I need to have a life other than work and streaming. Do I really, though? Anyway. All right. Bye-bye, y'all. Thank you so much for spending some dragon time with me. Bye-bye.
Given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in a business, not because they want to